Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome on this absolutely wonderful day. What's happening is wonderful with each one of you because thank you for your testimonials, thank you for your messages and your emails. I'm really, really proud that each one of you is doing so well in life. So today's going to be wonderful as always because it's going to be a Wow Wednesday. So let's keep learning, let's keep growing, and let's keep sharing. So it's great that all of you are sharing on the group about your artist journey. So I'm really looking forward for each one of you to evolve. Before I start the day, let me just make it very, very clear to everyone. The morning pages are best done if we wake up and do them, but after manifestation, because that's your first thing, your creation of your dreams. And then you offload whatever is coming in your life. Okay. That's one thing. But if you do not have time, it's fine to even do it post session. But why I say first thing in the morning is because after the session, you do have a lot of thoughts coming up, new ideas coming up. So you take your call. I don't want you to wake up too early in the day as well. So you see what works for you. The idea of morning pages is supposed to be done in the morning. What part of morning is you are going to decide, not me. So all right, Sanjay sir, let's have the first part of the music and let's just run towards our goals. And so it is. So when we run, as always, we look at our dreams and we're running towards them, knowing that we're a winner. Yes, yes, yes. Each one is a winner. I am a winner. How wonderful. Let's start again. Yes, yes, yes. You're a winner. Everyone's a winner. So let's get one more fact clear about the groups. A lot of you have been messaging me that your Sangha Mitras are traveling and they're not being able to do the course online. It's all right. That's what life is all about. People will keep coming, we'll keep going. Our job is to keep motivating them even when they're on a holiday, that they do the sessions at least offline, if not online. Rest completely depends upon them. How committed are they? Like look at Prakash and Jigisha. They're in Kashmir for a week and they've been doing the sessions from there. I mean, hats off. What commitment. So it's fine. People do all kind of things. And somebody wants to drink late and wake up late and not do the session, even that's okay. Even that's life. In fact, it should be there as well. So it's absolutely fine. Don't judge anyone. Let them come how they are. There's no need to replace them with other members, catalysts and boosters, just to have a better score. This is what life is. We pick up each other and we do the course offline or online. So it's absolutely all right. No, bhai, there's no need to write your dream go every day. Affirmations every day is okay. Dream writing happens only once. And most likely it happens on the new moon. That's what we've been doing. All right, Sanjisa, let's have the first session, first book for the day, Louise Hay's Mirror Work. So I hope all of you have enjoyed your day too, and you've done that, and you're a little more familiar with the mirror. Today we're going to go a step further, where we're going to be monitoring our own self-talk. Can I have a reader for the day, please? So as I introduce the chapter, today is about day 3, monitoring our own self-talk. Today you'll learn more about changing the messages you give yourself, clearing out negative thoughts from the past so you can live in the present moment. Whether you believe it or not, each one of us is on this path where we are, you know, learning and growing and doing so many things. Nehal, I'm giving opportunity to Garima today. It's the first time she raised her hand. So Garima, over to you, my dear. So yes, let's start. Now that you're on day 3, please start from here.
Day 3, monitoring your self-talk. Today, you learn more about changing the messages you give yourself, clearing out negative thoughts from the past so you can live in the present moment. Now that you are on day 3 of your mirror work, are you feeling a closer bond with your friend, your mirror? Each day that you practice mirror work, you may fall in love with yourself a little bit more. Each day, it becomes easier to say your positive affirmations and truly believe them. The best way to love yourself is to release all the negative messages from your past and live in the present moment. So today I would like to work with you on changing what I call your self-talk, what you say to yourself in your head. Too often, we accept the early messages from our parents, our teachers, and other authority figures. You were probably told things like, stop crying like a baby, you never clean your room, and why won't you make your bed? And you did what people told you to do in order to be loved. When you were young, you might have gotten the idea that you were acceptable only if you did certain things. Acceptance and love were conditional. However, it bears remembering that others' approval was based on their ideas of what was worthwhile and had nothing to do with your self worth.
So, if you all reflect back in your childhood, your parents, your teachers, your elders, whoever you thought were, your role models, they did accept you for a particular thing, most likely. So, you were told to get good marks so that you could get something in life. You were told that you do this, then you become a better baby. You were made to believe some things that ye kar liya to acha hai. This is when you're acceptable. So there did come a conditional acceptance in your life. It could be, it could not be, but 90% it usually is. But let's understand the fact that this is only their perception. This is what they think is the right thing. It doesn't have to be with you. So what is your self-worth is something that you will tell yourself, not other people. But these messages, which have been ingrained in your childhood, believe make our beliefs and also make us talk to ourselves, self talk. So, what we are telling ourselves is based on these concepts. Let's go further.
These early pages contribute to our self talk. The way we talk to ourselves inwardly is really important because it becomes the basis of our spoken words. It sets up the mental atmosphere in which we operate and attracts our experiences to us. If we belittle ourselves, life is going to mean very little to us. However, if we love and appreciate ourselves, then life can be a wonderful, joyous gift. If your life is unhappy or you are feeling unfulfilled, it is very easy to balance your parents or
Blame your parents.
oh sorry, blame your parents or the Almighty, them, and say it is all their fault. However, if you do that, you will stay stuck in your conditions, your problems, and your frustrations. Words of blame will not bring you freedom.
Very important to get this very, very clear that if we are on a path of blaming either them or ourselves, we are stuck in a blame game. लोगों ने मुझे करने नहीं दिया या मैंने नहीं किया, वो मेरी मर्जी थी and I could not do it. So who do I blame? Nobody. Neither them not yourself nor yourself. Because it's nobody's fault. That's how life was meant to be. Accept it, embrace it, and move on. Stop belittling yourself, stop belittling others. It doesn't serve your purpose. In fact, every parent does the best for their child in their own opinion. That's what they do. Now, how much is their knowledge bank, how much they're able to mentor you, it doesn't matter. That's their best, right? Nobody will intentionally do something wrong to you. So if you start blaming aisa hua, you will always be stuck. You'll never be able to evolve. So start playing the glad game, stop playing the blame game, start being glad for whatever you have, count your blessings. Yes, please read.
Your words have great power, so start listening closely to what you say. If you hear yourself using negative or limiting words, you can change them. If I hear a negative story, I don't go around repeating it to everyone. I think that it has gone far enough and I let it pass. However, if I hear a positive story, I tell everyone.
And this is something all of us should follow. नेगेटिविटी को एक्सपैंड नहीं करना. नेगेटिव चीज़ें लाइफ में होती हैं, डोंट एक्सपैंड देम टू मच. बट इफ यू हियर द पॉजिटिव स्टोरी, टॉक अबाउट पॉजिटिविटी एज मच एज पॉसिबल. नेगेटिविटी इज समथिंग, स्टे अवे फ्रॉम इट. किसी और के बारे में बात करना, किसी पास्ट के बारे में बात करना, वो सिचुएशंस वर नॉट पॉजिटिव, डोंट टॉक अबाउट देम. Remember, when you're giving negativity, you only get negativity. So don't talk about other people, their lives, or your life and negativity which was there before. Expand the good. Yes.
When you are out with other people, really listen to what they are saying and how they are saying it. See if you can connect what they say with what they are experiencing in their lives. Many people live their lives in shoals. Should shoulds.
Shoulds.
Should is the word that my ear is very attuned to. It is as if a bell goes off every time I hear it. I have heard people say it as many as dozen times in a single paragraph. These same people wonder why their lives are so rigid or why they can't leave a situation. They want to have a lot of control over things they can't control. They are busy either making someone else wrong or making themselves wrong. You can practice positive self-talk during your mirror work, making only positive statements about yourself and repeating only positive affirmations. If any of the negative self-talk from your childhood comes up, you can turn it around into a positive statement. For example, you never do anything right could become the affirmation I am capable person and can handle anything that comes my way. As you listen to yourself and others, you can become more aware of what you say and how and why you say it. This awareness will help you change your self talk into affirmations that will nurture and heal you in body and mind. What a wonderful way to love yourself. Let's affirm I release all the negative messages from the past. I live in the present moment.
Thank you, Garima. Thank you so much for reading Mirror Work for all of us. Thank you so much. I'll take on from here. Thank you, my dear. So, what we had to do is simply release all the negative chatter that's happening in our mind and replace them with positive affirmations. This is something we've heard time and again from all the authors. Now is the time to get aware that then there is this self talk happening in my mind. And this self talk is an obstacle in my path to success because it's telling me, no, I can't do it. I should do it. I should not do it. Replace the shoulds with coulds because the minute you have should, it's too much of authority. Should do it. It's like, you should do it. Oh, that's like a compulsion. But if you say you could do it, it's very gentle and soft. You're giving the person a chance to choose, which is, anyways, a birthright. So please choose coulds over shoulds and be a little gentle towards your life and yourself because don't take it so seriously. Life is wonderful. Just affirm that I release all the negative messages from the past. I live in the present moment. Very important to live right now. I've said this before and I'm repeating myself again. all of us have a tendency to live in the past. अभी भी शायद दिमाग में कल जो गया हो उसके बारे में बात आ रही हो या कल क्या होने वाला है. Very few of us are right now in the present moment with Louis say. So just let's get aware that we have to be in the present moment. Very important. Today, what's our mirror work exercise? Day 3. Again, we stand or sit in front of a bathroom mirror. We look into our eyes and we affirm, whatever I say to myself, I will say it with love. Time to have more compassion, more understanding. Keep repeating it. Whatever I say to myself in this mirror, I will say it with love. I will say it with love. Keep adding love. Is there a statement that you heard as a child that still sticks in your head? Maybe something like, you're stupid, or you're not good enough, or whatever else comes to mind. Take time to work with negative statements and turn them into positive statements. Positive affirmations such as, I am smart, I am more intelligent than I realize, I am a genius with an abundance of creative ideas, I am a magnificent person, I am lovable, I am worth loving. The minute you start saying all of this, your confidence level increases and you realize, yes, I've been, not giving myself credit enough, but I deserve all of this. Now choose any one or two of these new positive affirmations and say them over and over and over again. Keep saying them until you feel comfortable with them. So obviously there are 6, 7 of those small affirmations. I'm smart, I'm more intelligent than I realize, blah, blah. You see which one resonates with you and pick that up and keep saying again, again, and again until you're comfortable with it. And I will say, don't pick up something that you already know. For example, if you know you're lovable, people love you, don't pick up, I am lovable. You, anyways, know that about you, right? Pick up something like, I am a magnificent person, because that's what you want to be. So, and of course, you'll get comfortable with it. So, choose what you like actually. If you're comfortable with I'm lovable, go for it. I mean, I prefer choosing something which is out of my comfort zone. You decide what you're comfortable with. Each time you pass a mirror or see a reflection in a window pane throughout the day, stop and repeat these loving affirmations, whichever you're choosing. Next, the power. We can say all of these, yes, Jitendra we can, but the idea is if you're selective, you get more value out of it. So, आपका दिमाग एक चीज पे concentrate करेगा. So that's what we have to keep saying to ourselves in the mirror. Let me read Shruti's question. She says, we have to say these affirmations only today. Yes, Shruti, every assignment of Louis Hay is only for that day. Unlike Rhonda Byrne's mirror magic, where you had few things to be done every day. This is only for today. Now, the power is within us. What do we journal? Let's understand that. So again, in our mind, did we repeat a negative story? Most likely you will. If you will, just write that down. Write down how many times you repeated it and how many people you told it to. So क्या होता है negativity की बात करना is becoming second nature to us because we don't even realize it. So if there's a negative story and you harped about it, so just write about that. Now write down something positive you can tell those people tomorrow that will help them feel better about themselves and everyone around them. So now it's a cue for you that you start talking positive about people, that it'll enhance them. You're going to become their, people who are appreciating them, like people who have their back rather than criticizing. Let's get one thing very clear. दुनिया में नेगेटिविटी की दुनिया जगह नहीं होनी चाहिए. हम अपने आप से इतनी नेगेटिविटी कर लेते हैं, दूसरे से नेगेटिव बोलने की कोई जरूरत ही नहीं. लोग सोचते हैं नेगेटिव बोलेंगे, क्रिटिसाइज करेंगे तो लोग बेटर होंगे. नहीं, बेटर नहीं होते. दिस इज अ मिथ. Start saying only the positive to people that they feel good about themselves and they get motivated. Twist the words and say in a way which nothing hits anyone. People are only evolving. There's a way of putting your point across. Learn to say it the positive way. Number 2, write down the word should. Next to it, make a list of words to use instead. You might start with the word could. So I should do this could be replaced with I could do this, right? Number 3, post several of the new positive affirmations you learned today on your mirror so you can practice them whenever you see them. So rather than putting them on the mirror, second option is you can put them as screensaver of your laptop if you're into laptop usage, or the mobile screensaver where all of you will see your mobile, right? So you can put your new affirmations which you learned today as your mirror, as your screensaver. So it'll be more handy. Of course, the heart thought, I will do the heart thought for the day is very simple. I always have a choice. Most of us have foolish ideas about who we are and many rigid rules about how life should be lived. Let's remove the word should from our vocabulary forever. Should is a word that makes prisoners of us. Every time we use should, we are making ourselves wrong or someone else wrong. We are, in effect, saying not good enough. What can be dropped now from your should list? Replace the word should with the word could. Could lets you know you have a choice, and choice is freedom. You need to be aware that everything we do in life is done by choice. There's really nothing we had to do because we always, always, always have a choice. So, how wonderful. Sanjay sir, please let's move on to our next book, The Power of Subconscious Mind. Neha, you raise your hand. Could you please raise your hand again? I'd like you to take over now with the next book, The Power of Subconscious Mind. Thank you, Garima, for reading mirror work for us. So thank you so much. Today we are on page number 126. Yesterday we spoke about three, day before we spoke about three reasons of success. Can anyone tell me what they were? Until you're typing, let me just not waste time and also start saying the first was we have to be successful in whatever I love is something that I choose. So the minute I love something, I will be successful out of it because I love it. Shiddat say I love it and I'm going to be working beautifully towards it. It'll not even feel like hard work because it's something that I'm very much into it. So success and loving what you do is going to make you a big successful person, right? The second step is you must specialize in that particular something which resonates with you and be the most amazing person in that field, like know it all and like the person to go to, like always excel in that work. Number 3, it's the most important that your dreams and your goals should be helping other people also, not just yourself. If it's just one way traffic, it's going to stop. But if it's two-way traffic, you're going to keep moving, moving, moving. When you look at the goodness of masses, that will come back to you in a big way. So these 3 steps will take you towards your dream life. So we spoke about how he made his dream come true very easily. Now today no, that's the thing we're supposed to read. So yes, let's start, Nehal. Page number 138, the first section. Yes, I've asked to unmute you. Prakash and Jigisha, thank you for this. Yes, it does happen. One tends to cry or feel emotional. So yes,
Good morning,
right.
everyone. How he made his dream come true. A movie actor told me that he had very little education, but he had a dream as a boy of becoming a successful movie actor. Out in the field mowing hay, driving the cows home, or even while milking them, he said, I would constantly imagine I saw my name in big lights at a large theater. I kept this up for years until finally I ran away from home. I got extra jobs in the motion picture field, and the day finally came when I saw my name in great in just a second, my volume up. Yeah, big lights as I did when I was a boy. Then he added, I know the power of sustained imagination to bring success.
So can everyone hear her better now? Because now I could all of a sudden hear much better. The microphone change. So what you constantly imagine comes true. This guy was constantly imagining, imagining, imagining. So his dream came true. Shalu, with your line about give towards humanity more than money, now this is debatable. So let's not say this because some people give a lot of money and improve the lifestyle of a lot of people. So even giving money is absolutely wonderful deed. So it's all right to give money. I don't have the idea to do something towards humanity, but I'm giving my money. Somebody is building up a old age home or like an orphanage. Even that's great. So everything is fine. Giving is important. Whether it's your time, whether it's your money, and why humanity only? Why not animal? Why not plant kingdom? Giving is an attitude, not towards what, right? So let's just change our thing to saying giving. Now, next point we're going to read is his dream pharmacy became a reality. So let's read about this.
His dream pharmacy became a reality. 30 years ago, I knew a young pharmacist who was receiving $40 a week plus commission on sales. After 25 years, he said to me, I will get a pension and retire. I said to this young man, why don't you own your own store? Get out of this place. Raise your sights. Have a dream for your children. Maybe your son wants to be a doctor, perhaps your daughter desires to be a great musician. His answer was that he had no money. He began to awaken to the fact that whatever he could conceive as true, he could give conception. The first towards the first step towards his goal was his awakening to the powers of his subconscious mind, which I briefly elaborated on for his benefit. His second step was his realization that if he could succeed in conveying an idea to his subconscious mind, the latter would somehow bring it to pass. He began to imagine that he was in his own store. He mentally arranged the bottles, dispensed prescriptions, and imagined several clerks in store waiting for customers, waiting on customers. He also visualized a big bank balance. Mentally, he worked in that imaginary store. Like a good actor, he lived the role. Act as though I am and I will be. This pharmacist put himself wholeheartedly into the act, living, moving, and acting on the assumption that he owned the store. The sequel was interesting. He was discharged from his position, he found new employment with a large chain stores, became manager, and later on district manager. He saved enough money in 4 years to provide a down payment on a drugstore of his own. He called it his dream pharmacy. It was, he said, exactly the store I saw in my imagination. He became a recognized success in his chosen field and was happy doing what he loved to do.
So you see, he's doing creative visualization every single day. He's playing the act. Very important to have props. Very important. We've learned that even in Magic Book. Prop yourself up. Act as though I am and I will be. Keep acting. Fake it till you make it. Whatever you want to believe. When you put on an act, this is what I am. Like say if you want to be a man who's very a person, why a man? You want to be a person who's very accomplished. You want to have the Z security. You want to have the biggest bank balance, the biggest cars. So yes, you can imagine yourself getting off a chopper, people waiting up for you with Z security. You can imagine if you have a chopper, what does it mean? It means you really have money, right? And you're a person in a command and authority. Start behaving like that again and again and again and again. Keep visualizing it. Ultimately, what will happen? Whatever you're visualizing will come to pass. It will become truth. कहाँ से रास्ता खुलेगा नहीं पता, लेकिन ये नहीं कि हम सिर्फ विजुलाइज कर रहे हैं. Where is the action? Where is the karma? You must work on it. Please work on your acts very, very clearly. Please start growing. Please start understanding life, that life is beautiful. If you want to live a life of magic, please start visualizing every single day. Add some props. Act as though I am and I will be. And your dream will come true. Next, let's understand the section on using our subconscious mind in business. What business are we talking about? It's about people who do any kind of business, right? So let's talk about that.
Using the subconscious mind in business. Some years ago, I gave a lecture to a group of businessmen on the powers of imagination and the subconscious mind. In this lecture, I pointed out how Goethe used his imagination wisely when confronted with difficulties and predicaments. His biographers pointed out that he was accustomed to fill many hours quietly holding imaginary conversation. It is well known that his custom was to imagine one of his friends before him in a chair answering him in the right way. In other words, if he were concerned over any problems, he imagined his friend giving him the right or appropriate answers, accompanied with the usual gestures and tonal qualities of the voice, and he made the entire imaginary scene as real, as vivid as possible. One of the men present at this lecture was a young stockbroker. He proceeded to adopt the technique of Goethe. He began to have mental, imaginary conversation with a multimillionaire banker friend of his who used to congratulate him on his wise and sound judgment and compliment him on his purchase of the right stocks. used to dramatize this imaginary conversation until he had psychologically fixed it as a form of belief in his mind. This broker's inner talking and controlled imagination certainly agreed with his aim, which was to make sound investment for his clients. His main purpose in life was to make money for his clients and to see them prosper financially by his wise counsel. He is still using his subconscious mind in his business, and he is a brilliant success in his field of endeavor.
And this is something I didn't know the science before, but when I was a child, I've done the same. So I must have been about 8, 10 when I shifted to Delhi. I was about 7-ish. And I used to see my Nana, my Bauji, and my dad all the time, like sitting in. We had a little office in the house, like a little tiny place. And that time I used to see Bauji and dad talking to their people on the phone. And I used to behave like them, sit on their chair and like talk as if I'm talking to my business associates. A child at 8 and 10 was doing that. And at 16, I got my first breakthrough. I got my first business opportunity where I designed for Archies and Hallmarks. And I got money out of it, $100 for a design when $30 was a pocket money for a month and you save $10 in that. I used to get $100 per month, like per card. And I did about 8 or 16 cards a month. So, when opportunities come up, really, you have no idea. Your imagination has to be vivid. You have to be in fact, very clear. And you have to keep imagining, keep acting, and then finally whatever you want comes to pass. So yes, from 8 I must have started, and it took about 8 years, but so what? Ultimately you start your life very young, right? So whatever you want, whatever dreams you want, just be focused, be committed. Integrity is a very important virtue. Finish your entire thing till the time you achieve it, and however long it takes. Remember, every step makes a difference. If you're committed, even if you're taking one step a day, you're taking 365 steps by the end of the day. Remember, in the magic book, we wrote 10 blessings a day. By the end of 30 days, you've done 300 blessings. So when we all have finished our course, we would actually done over 1200 or 1000 plus, affirmations, 1000 plus, blessings. So imagine how much every single step counts. So please don't get offended by saying manifestation doesn't work. It's taking far too long. अगर आपने ऐसा बोलना शुरू कर दिया तो ऐसा ही होगा. You must use your subconscious mind's power in your business. You must make a brilliant success out of your business, however you want, whatever you want. Everything comes true. Just be committed, be focused, put on that act, feel that feeling, and just live your life of magnificence. Boy of 16 years turns failure into success. Now, what is this? Let's hear the story.
A young boy who was attending high school said to me, I'm getting very poor grades. My memory is failing. I do not know what is the matter. I discovered that the only thing wrong with this boy was his attitude, which was one of indifference and resentment towards some of his teachers and fellow students. I taught him how to use his subconscious mind and how to succeed in his studies. He began to affirm certain truths several times a day, particularly at night prior to sleep and also in the morning after awakening. These are the best times to impregnate the subconscious mind. He affirmed as follows: I realize that my subconscious mind is a storehouse of memory. It retains everything I read and hear from my teachers. I have a perfect memory, and the infinite intelligence in my subconscious mind constantly reveals to me everything. I need to know that all my examinations, whether written or oral, I radiate love and goodwill to all my teachers and fellow students. I sincerely wish for them success and all good things. This young man is now enjoying a greater freedom than he has ever known. He is now receiving all as
All is.
all all is. He constantly imagines the teachers and his mother congratulating him on his success in his studies.
So if all of us can just wish our peers wellness and growth and success, and we're thankful for whatever, and we're thankful for our subconscious mind, the infinite intelligence, the memory, whatever comes to me at the right time whenever I need to know. If we have such affirmations, life is going to be a cakewalk. Everything will come to you in its own time because you trust your universal intelligence. So start appreciating the finer things in life, start wishing people well, and you realize, especially your competitors. So in schools, your students can be, your batchmates can be, people that you wish well. In businesses, your vendors, your same product somebody selling, wish them well. You will get the same karma back. लगता है कि अरे उनका business बढ़ जाएगा, हमारा घट जाएगा. नहीं, उनका अगर आप उनको सक्सेसफुल विश कर रहे हो, आपका भी बढ़ेगा. That's how life is. How to become successful in buying and selling. Let's read this last story for the day.
In buying and selling, remember that your conscious mind is the starter and your subconscious mind is the motor. You must start the motor to enable it to perform its work. Your conscious mind is the dynamo that awakens the power of your subconscious mind. The first step in conveying your clarified desire, idea, or image to the deeper mind is to relax, immobilize the attention, get still, and be quiet. This quiet, relaxed, and peaceful attitude of mind prevents extraneous matter and false ideas from interfering with your mental absorption of your ideal. Furthermore, in the quiet, passive, and receptive attitude of mind, effort is reduced to a minimum. The second step is to begin to imagine the reality that which you desire. For example, you may wish to buy a home and in your relaxed state of mind, affirm as follows: the infinite intelligence of my subconscious mind is all wise. It reveals to me now the ideal home, which is central, ideal, is, is in a lovely environment, meets with all my requirements, and is commensurate with my income. I am now turning this request over to my subconscious mind, and I know it responds according to the nature of my request. I release this request with absolute faith and confidence in the same way that a farmer deposits a seed in the ground, trusting implicitly in the laws of growth.
The laws of growth are beautiful. If you trust your infinite intelligence, if you trust your subconscious mind, which is all wise, whatever dreams you have, if you just sow the seeds, they come, they reap very simply. However, you're nurturing, that is what is happening. So, nurture your subconscious mind with your dreams and let them come true. That's very, very beautiful. Let's turn the page, sir. Please continue.
The answer to your prayer may come through an advertisement in the paper, through a friend, or you may be guided directly to a particular home which is exactly what you're seeking. There are many ways by which your prayer may be answered. The principal knowledge in which you may place your confidence is that the answer always comes, provided you trust the working of your deeper mind. You may wish to sell a home, land, or any kind of property. In private consultation with real estate brokers, I've told them of the ways I sold my own home on Orlando Avenue in Los Angeles. Many of them have applied the technique I used with remarkable and speedy results. I placed a sign which read, "For sale by owner," in the garden in front of my home. The day after, I said to myself as I was going to sleep, "Supposing you sold your house, what would you do?" I answered my own question and I said, "I would take the sign down and throw it into the garage." In my imagination, I took hold of the sign, pulled it up from the ground, placed it on my shoulder, went to the garage, threw it on the floor, and said jokingly to the sign, "I don't need you anymore." I felt the inner satisfaction of it all, realizing it was finished. The next day, a man gave me a deposit of $1,000 and said to me, "Take your sign down. We will go into escrow now." Immediately, I pulled the sign up and took it to the garage. The outer action conformed to the inner. There is nothing new about this. As within, so without, meaning according to the image impressed on your subconscious mind, so it is on the objective screen of your life. The outside mirrors the inside. External action follows the internal action.
Very important to nurture your inner side, your subconscious mind. Whatever you're sowing right now in your subconscious mind is going to manifest as reality outside. So please be careful of what you're sowing. Do not give negative affirmations, only give affirmative affirmations. Choose your life well, think well, plant the seeds well, keep nurturing them with affirmations and creative visualization. And whatever you want, whatever your dreams are, you are adding power to them and they will manifest as reality. Nothing can stop you, nothing can stop them. Because get one fact very clear: as within, so without. Whatever is said is inside will come out outside. It will. There's absolutely no two votes about it. That is a law of growth, that is a law of universe. Please continue.
Here is another very popular method used in selling homes, land, or any kind of property. Affirm slowly, quietly, and feelingly as follows: Infinite intelligence attracts to me the buyer for this home who wants it and who prospers in it. This buyer is being sent to me by creative intelligence of my subconscious mind, which makes no mistakes. This buyer may look at many other homes, but mine is the only one he wants and will buy. But he is guided by the infinite intelligence within him. I know the buyer is right, the time is right, and the price is right. Everything about it is right. The deeper currents of my subconscious mind are now in operation, bringing both of us together in divine order. I know that it is so. Remember always that what you are seeking is also seeking you. And whenever you want to sell a home or property of any kind, there is always someone who wants what you have to offer. By using the powers of your subconscious mind correctly, you, feel, you free your mind of all sense of competition and anxiety in buying and selling.
For some people who are unable to hire the best staff members and staff keeps changing, please start affirming to yourself that I am the best employee and the right staff comes to me at the right time. Or if you are working with somebody, just say my services are the best and I attract the best employer for me or the best businessman or whatever. Start attracting the right vibes and then your staff will never change. Your organization will never change. You only keep growing better and better. Please keep inviting the words divine order, divine love in your life, because the minute you integrate divinity in you, everything becomes magical. Remember, there is a divine order. Remember, there is divine love. That's what life is all about. Please start consciously and subconsciously using your own powers. Create a life that you desire by simply following the law of karma. So let's go further in the next book. Sanjay sir, thank you for showcasing this book. Nehal, thank you for reading. We'll now move on to loving ourselves. Very important to understand that all of us are growing inward, outward, physically, holistically, spiritually, mentally. So when we talk about physical growth, it also attributes to what we are putting in our body. What kind of food are we taking in? And today we'll talk about our food further. We've talked about dairy, we've spoken about a lot of things. Today we're going to talk about a step further. What is vegetarianism? How does it help us? What is about grains? What is about meat? And we'll talk about this particular fact so that we can introduce more organic stuff in our life. We'll also talk about the power of vegetables. So what vegetables do to each one of us. So, sir, are you changing the book for all of us? Yesterday we spoke about, we've been speaking every day about, not going into processed food, going only into organic food. Today we'll be talking about this. So, all right. Sanjay, so tomorrow, if possible, as I've shared the PDF with you, please just read the PDF. It's much more clearer because the book scan is not as clear. People are having problem with this. So from tomorrow, please turn into the PDF, not a scanned version.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, sir. So let's talk about what about grains, meat, and vegetarianism. Please start, Nehal.
We are not proponents of the complete removal of any category of whole foods unless you're working on a certain aspect of your health that requires it. In this respect, we agree with Hippocrates, the father of medicine, who said, Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Each decade, a new food is vilified as bad for you. At some point, one can pick apart every food and find something that is bad until eventually nothing seems safe for eating. However, nature loves us and provides for us. Food that grows has a wide range of nutrients delivered in a way our bodies can understand. Now, certain health conditions may be best served by a grain free diet, a vegetarian or vegan diet, a raw food diet, or some other nutritional plan. And because health is dynamic, you may reintroduce those foods successfully and be on the next phase in using your food as your medicine. Your body will always guide you, and when it's time to adjust your diet. When in doubt, work with a health practitioner or nutritionist who understands the digestive tract and how food impacts health. If you follow other people's rule without listening to your body, you're telling yourself that you don't matter. Remember, what your body needs matters. We have clients who were vegetarians for ethical reasons, who knew in the back of their minds and their bodies needed meat, and or at the very least supplementation of vitamin B12 and other nutrients missing from their bodies. When they finally listened, they began to heal rapidly.
Very important to be your own doctor. That is listening to your own body's language, listening to your own body's messages. What works for your neighbor or your partner may not work for you. What is your body telling you? Please listen to it. Listen to your body and keep letting it guide you. Let's read further.
Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride, author of Gut and Psychology Syndrome, teaches that vegetable help cleanse the body and animal protein helps build it. If you use food as your medicine, you may find that addressing whether your body needs to cleanse, break down toxins, or build, strengthen is an important consideration for your health. For those who choose to eat animal protein, it is definitely possible to pick ethical sources. You can select meat, poultry, and eggs from farmers who raise their animal humanly and allow them to roam free, eating their native diets. While all three of us have gone through vegetarian and raw food stages in our lives, we don't eat animal protein as a
We
side
do eat
we
animal.
do eat animal protein as a side dish for our mostly vegetables diet. After much experimentation and listening deeply, we have personally found that meat has helped build and strengthen our bodies. We are not here to tell you to go vegetarian, vegan, paleo, primal, grain free, or raw. Instead, we invite you to listen deeply to your own body and find what works for you. Rigid rules and dogma means nothing to the body. They are only food for the mind. Be willing to explore what your body needs to heal.
Be willing to explore what your body needs to heal. Listen to your body talking. When you're eating something and if you're not liking the reaction, for example, you've had chola for lunch and in the evening you have gastric this flatulence. Maybe your body is not listening to chola, it's not liking chola, so just avoid it. See the reaction of your body. That's why use the journal which we have, which will make you feel okay, I've had this, I've done this spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, I've eaten this or done this, and this is the reaction. Gradually you'll be able to analyze your life. This meditation works for me, this food works for me, this diet works for me, or this structure works for me, or this works for me, and that works for you. Ultimately you'll be able to enjoy your life with your journaling. So be proactive, start it. Let's talk about the power of adding more vegetables to our diet. What is this? Let's understand.
More vegetables. Just about every food expert would agree that we all can benefit from a diet rich in vegetables. Eating all the colors of the rainbow supports the body, and if you're focusing on healing, eating more dark leafy greens is a great place to start. Here are some examples for eating a variety of colors of vegetables: red, beet, red leaf lettuce, radishes, red Swiss chard, red onions, tomatoes, and red bell peppers. Note that tomatoes and red bell peppers are in the family of nightshades, which are not well tolerated by everyone. If you experience digestive pain, reflux, tremors, or joint pains, you may want to avoid or eliminate these and reintroduce them after 2 weeks to see if you're sensitive to them. Orange. carrots, pumpkins, sweet potatoes, and butternut squash. Yellow. Summer squash, yellow onions, and corn. Many people have corn allergies or sensitivities, so make sure you can tolerate corn and that you choose organic to avoid GMO corn. Green, lettuce and leafy greens, romaine, green leaf lettuce, red leaf lettuce, cabbage, arugula, kale, collards, bok choy, Swiss chard, Swiss chard. Okay. The same can be said for food that don't work for you. We are all unique, and
Oh,
you're
sir,
unique.
this page is different.
That's what I was.
Sanjay sir, this page is very different. Yes, please go 146. You moved on to 168, where the center pages. Okay, so it doesn't look like you have the book, and yesterday I sent the PDF. So yes, so we've missed about 20 odd pages. So we will not read them. Let me read them from you, from my book, and convert them into things because it's not going to work. So of course, every colored vegetable and fruits work. So if your plate has all the rainbow colors, so you have heard about so many. Now let's talk about blue and purple color. So radicchio, shallots, turnips, eggplants, these are all blue and purplish if you add them in your diet. Or for white, if you add cauliflower, garlic, white onions, white asparagus, mushrooms, and ginger. All of these, once you have a holistic plate of all the colors, this is very important for your life. Let nature guide you. Mother Nature is a healer by itself, and she tells you what you're supposed to eat and what you're not supposed to eat. So green powder drinks and veggies on the go. So if you can have a green smoothie a day, you're going to do your body favor. So whether you have kheera ka juice or whether you have lauki ka juices or whatever, and believe me, people may make faces, what is she talking? But they are yum. So at least start putting a little bit, put a little water. You want to initially add kala namak or something, do that. You have to nourish your soul by eating and drinking the right things. Green smoothies are great. Rainbow vegetables are great. Now, the most important thing which of today was developing a love affair with our herbs and spices. It's such a beautiful science to understand that herbs in India are so wonderful. Use them beautifully and get them to heal you. One of the favorite books by these three authors, Alia, Heather, and Louis Hay, is about healing spices. How to use 50 everyday and exotic spices to boost health and beat diseases. So this is by an author, Bharat Agarwal, very much an Indian author. He's spoken about the nutritional, medicinal, and culinary value of these herbs and spices. So India is known as a land of spices to many, and we have so beautiful spices. So start creating them in your body, start adding them more apart from the basics. Why? Because they have concentrated sources of phytonutrients. They are fantastic in life-giving antioxidants. 1 teaspoon of oregano or half teaspoon of dried cloves on their own have far more antioxidants than half a cup of blueberries. So, if you're like, we have this herbal tea concept, right? So when we read Luke Cottino's book, The Magic Weight Loss Pill later, you realize he's added so many spices in your life and there's such beautiful teas and they're really nourishing you deep, deep, deep down. So the kind of health benefits you have with adding spices in your food is absolutely amazing. But spices do not mean only chilies. People think chili add karna, spicy masaledar khana is yum. No, that's killing the nutrients of your food. Overcooking them is not a great favor you're doing to your food. So cook them well, add the right spices, enjoy this by chewing them. Just gulping it down again is not going to work. So if you really want to process spices and goodness in your food, start chewing it. Start imagining that you have everything very beautiful. Of course, all of you have the book which we have. The PDF version is there. So if you wish, you can open the books to understand where I'm reading from. Right now on page number 148. So if your mobiles have it or your laptops have it, maybe you can open those ebooks. I'm now talking about the natural sweeteners. So what are the natural sweeteners? Nature has provided us with a sweet taste for a very good reason. In both Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine in India, two systems of health and healing are there, which are thousands of years old, and their practice and they balance our food. Chinese medicine talks about the importance of 5 tastes: spicy, salty, sour, bitter, and sweet. And Ayurveda talks about 6 tastes: astringent, salty, sour, pungent, bitter, and sweet. In both honored systems, The idea is that balancing all of these tastes is important for for feeling satisfied during and after eating. So when you've had all of this, you just feel, oh yeah, I've had a great meal. The culmination, the feeling is of being great. In other words, balancing the taste can ward off cravings. Very important to balance. Now let me read further. So fruits, how fruits are helping us. I'm on page number 149 for those who are going E. Fruits. Fruits from nature is a great choice for the sweet taste. Some of our favorites are berries and green Granny Smith apples because of their high antioxidant value. So the green apples are wonderful. I don't know how many of you like them, but they're much better than the red apples. The nutrition they give your body is phenomenal, and then they are very, very healing. So if you start evolving, maybe start developing a taste for green apples. Dates, khajur. We love using organic medjool dates in desserts because they are rich in fiber and potassium and provide vitamin B6 and essential minerals like copper, manganese, and magnesium. Honey is made of honey bees. So again, honey, is it organic honey or is it honey which you're buying for the market? So Dabur honey is not really organic. So please start finding people who make actual organic honey. And then they are very helpful in antimicrobial properties, very helpful in anti-allergic properties. So if you have an allergy, it may just fade with right induce of honey. So first thing, if you wake up in the morning, if you have lemon and honey water in lukewarm water, it's really amazing. It's going to give your body the right push to start the day. So some rarer forms of honey are like Manuka honey, Jujube honey. They've been shown to combat bacteria and candida respectively. So of course, they also recommend raw unpasteurized honey. So if you're picking up something which is produced in these big factories, it's not going to have its original value. So try and go organic. Smaller vendors are much better than taking up bigger vendors. So maple bee syrup, organic grade B is also advised by them. They're also advising unsulfured blackstrap molasses. So further for this, you can read about it. We will not go in detail. And we also have something called stevia. So stevia is good, but now stevia, what kind of stevia are you having? It's good to add into your food. So please see the right stevia. And if you have that as a supplement, it's still okay if you want to avoid your sugar. So you can read more about it. Tomorrow we'll talk about the power of water and get one thing very, very clear. More health and less cravings. Keeping the food sweet taste balanced. A great way to eat desserts is by treating it and balancing it very well. So you can add honey, you can add fruits, you can add dates, you can have healthy nuts, seeds, fats, oils, and spices, rather than having white sugar. White sugar is pretty fatal for our system. Protein fats like coconut flour, nuts, and seeds, along with healthy fats and oils, are very important. They add and they boost our own mood. They're going to uplift you. Whereas sugar can't be absorbed, the white sugar is bad, but these natural sugars are amazing. So start taking them over unnatural stuff. You can add cloves, cardamom, cinnamon, and ginger aids to your digestion. Add antioxidants to balance your gut. Just get your taste buds to now come around to something which is more organic. Yes, it's a shift. You've been used to something which is kind of more for your taste, less for your body. So start making this shift. Start having more food which is holistic and organic. And of course, about this detail, we will be talking more with Alia, Heather, and Louis. So let's close our chapter today. We don't even have the book in front of us. Tomorrow we'll start with the water therapy on page number 151. Today, let's move on to our heart thoughts. So let's have the heart thought and let's have a reader who's never read for us before. So today, the topic is about earthquake, nature's disasters. So when something in your life is not normal, Bharat Bhai, yes, you can read. So I am in harmony with Mother Nature. With nature is the affirmation. Find an image of something that you really love, such as flowers, a rainbow, a special song. Let that be the image that you use every time you start to scare yourself. Let's read this heart thought, please.
I am in harmony with nature. This I know and affirm for myself. I love and approve of myself. All is well in my world. I inhale the precious yet abundant breath of life and I allow my body, my mind, and my emotions to relax. There is no need for me to scare myself. I'm in harmony with all of life, the sun, the moon, the wind, the rain, the earth, and the movement of the earth. The power that resettles the earth is my friend. I am at peace with my elements. Nature's elements are my friends. I am flexible and flowing. I am always safe and secure. I know no harm can befall me. I sleep and wake and move in a complete safety. Not only am I safe, my friends, family, and loved ones are also safe. I trust in the power that created me to protect me at all time and under all circumstances. We create our own reality, and I create a reality for myself of oneness and security. Where I am, there is always an island of safety. I am safe. It is only change. I love and approve of myself. I love and approve of myself. I trust myself. All is well in my world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bharat. So very important to be in harmony with Mother Nature. Very, very important to affirm that we believe in life. We believe that life has our back. We trust in Mother Nature. Whatever is happening for a reason. And we believe in harmony. We believe in harmony with all. I think I was muted. So let's believe in the harmony of Mother Nature. The sun, the moon, the winds, the plants, the animals, the movement of Earth, everything on planet Earth is according to in harmony. So just understand everything has a reason. If Mother Nature has brought about something, it's for a reason. If you find peace with the nature and elements, life is going to become better. Mother Nature is also a healer. Soak in Mother Nature. If we trust Mother Nature, trust in the power that created you, create our own reality. You and I am safe and secured. Very important to understand that we are here just to understand and ourselves, our own inner talk, and move on. All is well in my world, and so it is. Now let's move on to a meditation for mirror work along with a little more. So today we are on day 3 mirror work. It says you deserve love. So we'll talk about love in our meditation and we'll go deeper and deeper. Let's get aligned. So let's get centered, balanced and aligned. Let's check our posture, our back straight, our feet firmly placed on the ground below, our eyes closed, our hands in a comfortable resting position on our laps, facing heavenwards, Gyan Mudra, or maybe a Buddha pose. Let's wear a smile. Let's inhale love. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs with love, fill your body with love. Feel the love pulsating in your body. And ever so gently exhale love. Inhale light, dispelling all darkness within ourselves. And as you exhale light, you're making the world brighter and more beautiful. Inhale abundance. You're growing in every stage of your life, internally, externally, inward, outward. Exhale abundance, knowing that you wish the world abundance. Life is magical. Life is beautiful. Life is a giver. Let's follow our life and be a giver. Let's envelope ourselves in a circle of love. We deserve love because we are special. We are unique. Let's see ourselves surrounded by love. Let's see ourselves happy, healthy, and whole. Let's see our life as we would like it to be. Put in all the details possible. Think about it. Visualize it. Absorb it. Soak in it. Know that you deserve it. Then take the love from your heart and let it begin to flow. Filling firstly your body inwards with healing energies. Your love is a healer. Whatever negative energy you may have had in your body is getting flushed away, is getting healed with this loving, healing energy. It's all about love. Love heals the deepest of wounds. Let your love flow around the room where you're seated right now. Feel it surrounding your home until you are enveloped in an enormous circle of love. Feel the love circulating so it goes around you, round and round. It's going inwards in you, coming out of you, going around the room, going around your house. The circle of love has become bigger. It's enveloped your colony, your city, your state, your country, world, planet Earth, universe. You are radiating with love, and your love is surrounded everywhere. It's enveloped every single being. Your love is in universe. It's universal energy, and you have merged as one with the universal love. You're continuously flowing in a circle of love. The circle of love being paramount and supreme and enveloping you as being a giver. Remember, the more you give, the more you get. Love is the most powerful healing force there is. Let it wash through your body. You are love. Soak in it, share it, feel it, and let it nurture you, nourish you, and nourish everyone anywhere possible. This is the power of your love. You are emitting love, transmitting love from yourself to others, other people, situation, circumstances. Love is the universal source, and you are love. You are light that shines bright right here, right now. You're soaking in this love. Let's bow down our heads in gratitude towards Mother Nature, towards Mother Earth, and give our deepest possible gratitude. We are grateful for the wind that blows, for the trees that grow, for the plants that start growing, to the sky and heavens above, to the earth which smells beautiful. We are a part of Mother Nature. We're growing deeper and deeper into Mother Nature. The roots from our souls are growing in her every day. We're becoming taller and taller. As above, so below. And it's all with the nurturing of love. So, dear Mother Nature, dear Mother Earth, thank you for all that you do for us. You're such a giver, and we are including your qualities as we're growing every day deeper, deeper, and deeper. The more we go inwards, the more better we turn out to be. We all are spiritual beings having a human experience, and we are all so grateful. Thank you, and thank you. Let's look at our eye level, eyes still closed. Let's thank our wonderful past in this life and many others. We are nurtured and nourished with love. Our present is absolutely glorious, for we are going to learn to go inwards and grow. And how wonderful this is. We are nurturing thoughts of love. We're nourishing ourselves, our souls, and we're growing more and more every day. Tomorrow is absolutely beautiful. The life in this life tomorrow and the lives ahead. Because we are more nurtured and nourished. We're growing inwards. Let all the goodness always stay with us. Let's look at heaven upwards. Thank you, universe and universes, for having our back, for nurturing us, nourishing us, including us in this Leela, in this universal Leela of love. Thank you, divinities, for always blessing us, the choicest of blessed. Angels, thank you for showing us these beautiful guided pathways of abundance. We are trotting on them ever so gently, discovering, unfolding, unlearning, and learning. Thank you, guardians, for always being there, for ensuring that we are always in your umbrella of love, protected like none other. Bring your hands at the heart level, fold them together, and have a deep, deep sense of gratitude towards life. Dear life, thank you. We are growing with people embracing an attitude of gratitude for all things in our life, for all the relationships we've acquired, relationships we've grown and nurtured, for the life that we've created. Thank you for every single thing. Let's rub our hands together, feel the energy. Let's bless our head. Dear brain, my subconscious and conscious mind, thank you for unlearning. Thank you for learning. Thank you for rewiring, reprogramming, restructuring. We're people in progress, and you are really helping us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A wonderful face that has our eyes, that has a nose, that has a mouth and our ears. Thank you for these beautiful senses, the touch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our neck, massage it, thank it for holding you tall and strong. Our shoulders, taking all the weight away from our shoulders. We are as light as a bird. Fly higher is our purpose, and so we are at it. Our hands, they help us throughout the day. Let's nurture them with love. Our back, thank it with a spinal cord that keeps us straight, balanced, and aligned. Thank you. Our hips, that make us firmly get seated and balanced. Our wonderful chest, our lungs, our heart, our liver, stomach, intestines, gallbladder, kidneys, sexual organs, excretory organs, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, heels, soles, toe finger and nails. Let's come back up ever so gently and thank the trillions of cells in our bodies. Thank the hundreds and thousands of kilometers of blood circulation system in each one of us. The muscles, tissues, glands, fibers, bones, and our skin. Dearest body, you are magical, and we are so grateful to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's invite and evoke our energy and heal our Sangha, their loved ones, and all beings on Mother Earth and the universes. Let's share our inner love. Let's share our inner light. And so it is. Love, light, and blessings. Ritu, Mehak, Ankur, Born 121 for Life, Yashvi, Rani, Prachi, Prakash and Chikisha, Kripa, Rigu and Naveen, Nehal, Shelly, Rima, Disha, Nisha, Niriksha, Neha, Neelam, Shubhra, Nitin, Sapna, Anika, Archana, Yanji and Ushaji, Minakshi, Poonam, Mudita, Sanya, Bharatbhai, Sangeeta, Monish, Neetu, Ruchika, Richa, Ravi and Chandra, Rashi, Aditi, Ashish, Siddharth, Sailesh and Alona, Shruti, Jitendra ji, Radhika, Parul, Sunita, Badri, Monica, Pratima ji, Shivangi, Nikita, Prashant, Yuvi, Gaurav and Garima, Kavita, Amit, Parul, Neha, Ina, Asmeet, Shalu, Pooja, Seema, Shivani, Sakshi, Sakshi Sureka, Rohini, Reena, Hina, Kuldeep ji, Puneet, Shami and Ankur, Mom, Bhuvan. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining me in this magical morning, this wonderful Wednesday. If anyone has any questions about morning pages, let's talk about them. If you're clear, it's great. Let me just say once again that morning pages are nothing but they're meanderings. Whatever comes to your mind, just write. Just write whatever comes to your mind. It doesn't have to be meaningful, purposeful, nothing. It's just releasing yourself and growing, growing, growing. Mudita, please raise your hand. Let's wish our birthday girl. So just write it and write it after the session, before, however you wish. So happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mudita. Happy birthday to you. Wishing you an absolutely blessed life. May this day be magical. May all your birthdays be more magical than the last one. And wishing you a life of abundance, love, and light. You want to share something with all of us on your special day?
या थैंक यू मैम. मॉर्निंग में आपके विशेष मिलना मतलब मेरे लिए तो मैजिक ही मैजिक आ जाना मेरी लाइफ में. सच में मतलब मेरा इतना अच्छा 2-3 दिन से मुझे इतने अच्छे गिफ्ट्स मिल रहे हैं. मुझे लगता है कि मैजिक की दुनिया में आने से तो सब कुछ कितना आसान हो जाता है. मतलब मेरी लाइफ में पहली बार इस तरह का बर्थडे मेरा जा रहा है. आज का दिन तो मेरा और मैजिकल होने ही वाला है. सुबह-सुबह आपके विशेष मिलना मतलब सच में. थैंक यू सो मच मैम.
Thank you, Mudita, for all.
एंड थैंक यू मैम. इतनी अच्छी
You have the
लवली
power
फैमिली
of words, so thank you so
इतनी अच्छी लवली फैमिली देने के लिए. इतनी अच्छी संघा फैमिली है. मतलब इतनी केयर करती है. इतना मतलब एक चीज मतलब सच में मैम बहुत अच्छी फैमिली दी है आपने. लव यू ऑल.
We love you too. So thank you so much for sharing your special moment, special morning with us. Have a super blessed birthday. So thank you, Mudita. And thank you, Sanjay sir. Thank you, Ritesh sir. Thank you, Amrita. Thank you, everyone. And Bharat Bhai, you have a question. So yes, let's have you there. Thank you, Mudita. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
Yes, Bharat Bhai. Please ask a question.
प्राची, आई हैव ए क्वेश्चन. जो मॉर्निंग पेजेस में मुझे लिखना होता है, कैन आई राइट कि जो मेरे दिमाग में आ रहा, व्हाट टू डू, जो मेरी प्लानिंग आ रही है, जो भी मेरे कुछ भी, मतलब इट्स नॉट दैट कि आई हैव टू.
सोचना नहीं है, कुछ सोचना नहीं है, जस्ट राइट, फ्लो करना है.
जस्ट फ्लो करना है, सोचना नहीं. अच्छा, सोचना नहीं. तो प्लानिंग में तो सोचना पड़ता है.
जो प्लानिंग कुछ ऐसी है जो दिमाग में अपने आप से आ रही है, ओके. प्लानिंग नहीं करनी, सोचना नहीं है, बस लिखना.
मतलब कि जो क्रिएशन आ रहा, दैट आई कैन राइट. बट जहां पे प्लानिंग करनी, जहां पे सोचना है, सपोज वन थिंग आई वांट टू. हाँ,
नहीं, that's dream journal. Artist way is not about that. Morning pages are not about that.
ओके.
आपका
तो
ड्रीम जर्नल
मॉर्निंग पेज,
हर 15
नहीं,
days में एक बार
नॉट द
remind-
ड्रीम जर्नल. मॉर्निंग पेजेस में दैट्स व्हाट आई थिंक. आज जैसे सुबह what I have written कि जो the one thing I want to do in developing my spiritual goal, so I was started writing and I wrote the full page. So
It's okay, आपने लिख दिया ना. Everything is fine, Bharat bhai. Everything is fine. मन में जो आता है लिखें, whatever.
Okay, ठीक है. Okay, कुछ करते हैं, देखते हैं, अगर कुछ होगा then again I will ask you.
Just write, just
Okay.
flow.
Thank you, Prachi. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Have an absolute blessed Wednesday, and let's see each other tomorrow on a thankful Thursday. Until then.